Well, what's going on, everybody? This is NYG Jeffy T3285, and I'm here today with the 9-9 Black and Blue injury report for the New York Football Giants, as well as the injury designations for the game on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday afternoon in Nashville. Now, the New York Giants pretty much had all their players on the practice field for the entire week from Tuesday till today for the past 4 days. Four of the players right now only had some type of injury designation where they were possibly limited for pretty much the entire week. And those players, of course, were Kayvon Thibodeaux and Azeez Ojulari, two outside starting linebackers, Sterling Shepard, the longtime tenured wide receiver, as well as Dane Belton, the third-round rookie. They were all limited throughout the week when it come to practice. Shepard obviously coming off the Achilles injury that he had last year. Thibodeaux and Ojulari, both of them suffering injuries during the preseason as well as the training camp. Thibodeaux dealing with the knee, MCL sprain, and Ojulari dealing with a calf injury. And of course, Dane Belton has pretty much missed the entire training camp session and preseason due to a broken clavicle he suffered during the first week of practice. So the four of them right now have been all practicing limited. Thibodeaux and Ojulari have been doing the least amount right now, and they've pretty much been guys that you were not expecting to play right now. Dane Belton is starting to progress right now from his broken collarbone, but he's pretty much been designated as in the red non-contact jersey the entire time, so they're slowly trying to ramp up his reps. So I don't know if how he's going to be going into this game. And Sterling Shepard just started practicing a couple of weeks ago, but he's been ramping up his reps in an effort to get ready by the beginning of the season. Well, the New York Giants now have their injury designations going into this Sunday's game against the Tennessee Titans, and it goes as followed, according to Dan Salamini of NewYorkGiants.com. Right now, the New York Giants have two players that are doubtful to play, and that, of course, is outside linebackers Kayvon Thibodeaux and Azeez Ojulari, as both of them are expected to make the trip over to Tennessee and might be a game-time decision. But if it was up to me and the Giants fans, do not play these guys. Don't play Thibodeaux and Ojulari. You do not want to take a chance of having these guys have a setback out there in their first game of the season. Don't take any chances. They're obviously not right. The fact they barely did anything in practice. Let them sit out for at least a week, possibly 2 weeks. Maybe you sit them against Carolina too. Get them ready for that key first divisional game against the Dallas Cowboys in Week 3 at MetLife Stadium. So I think the right thing to do is sit these guys definitely this Sunday. They're obviously not 100% there or anywhere near 100%. And then get them ready for the game against the Carolina Panthers possibly in Week 2 or against Week 3 against the Dallas Cowboys. Dane Belton has been designated right now as questionable. So right now the New York Giants are probably just going to wait and see how he's going to be looking for the rest of today and obviously in a Saturday and, of course, right before game day and Sunday afternoon. So they're going to be taking it easy and just looking over the rest with Dane Belton, decide if they're going to activate him at all. But they're going to make the trip. And the fact that Sterling Shepard did not get any type of injury designation makes it believe that he's going to be active during the game unless there's some type of setback that happens within the next couple of days. So expect Sterling Shepard to be ready to play for the New York Giants as we kick off Week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. So right now, that's the injury designations for the New York Football Giants going into this game Sunday. Kayvon Thibodeaux and Azeez Ojulari are doubtful to play right now, and it looks like they're going to be game-time decisions, but right now it's trending in the direction that they will miss Week 1 against the Titans. Dane Belton is right now designated as questionable, and Sterling Shepard did not have an injury designation on his accord, so expect him to play unless a setback happens. And in terms of guys like Kadarius Toney, he didn't have any type of injury designation. He was practicing in full all week, so you expect him to be ready for the beginning of the season. And everybody else is healthy and ready to go for the season. So besides Thibodeaux, Ojulari, and possibly Belton, the New York Giants are going to be going into this game with pretty much their entire full roster, and Daniel Jones is going to have his entire playmakers out there. Starting playmakers will be on the field. The question right now with the New York Giants is who's going to be elevated from the practice squad going forward. And you figure with Kayvon Thibodeaux as well as Azeez Ojulari looking doubtful, expect a guy like Quincy Roche to be called up from the practice squad and be elevated for game day and active on the Sunday's game against the Titans, and possibly even a guy like Tony Jefferson who's on the practice squad right now who knows Wink Martindale's defensive system. Expect him to be pretty much elevated to the regular staff, 53-man roster, with the fact that Dane Belton is trending right now in the middle if he's going to play in Week 1. I would not be surprised if he misses the first game of the season and they get him ready for Week 2 against the Carolina Panthers. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with that, as well as who's going to be starting at left guard. Pretty much Coach Brian Daboll said that it's going to be between Joshua Azuda, the rookie third-round pick out of North Carolina, as well as it's also going to be Ben Bredesen, who's also been dealing with some injury issues. So it's going to be Bredesen or Azuda that's going to step in at left guard for the injured Shane Lemieux, who's on injured reserve right now due to a foot injury. But we'll see what's going to happen. So I just want to recap it for you guys. Right now, Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeaux are doubtful to play, though they're going to be traveling with the team and will be game-time decisions. Dane Belton is right now listed as questionable to play. Sterling Shepard does not have an injury designation, so unless there's a setback before Sunday afternoon's game, he should be ready to go for the game against the Titans. And right now, everybody else should be ready to play. And in terms of possible practice squad elevations, look for guys like Quincy Roche and as well as Tony Jefferson being the two guys that will be elevated to the 53-man roster and activated for the game on Sunday if, in fact, Thibodeaux and Ojulari are out, as well as Dane Belton. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your Friday afternoon. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT3285 for more breaking news updates and chatter, as well as injury news surrounding the New York Football Giants. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that's going to be dropping on the channel. And let me know in the comments section what you guys think about these injury designations given for the Week 1 game this Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. If you're upset about it, if you thought this was going to happen, and anything else involving the guys that are right now doubtful or questionable or out for this game against the Titans this weekend. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Take it easy, and remember, we're only 2 days away from the beginning of the NFL season, and let's see what those New York Football Giants can give us Sunday against the Tennessee Titans, because let's go New York Football Giants, and you know we are together blue, always, everyone. Let's go Giants.